Who begins the game along with Dickinson and Maxwell. Nurse angles his way to center and sends it in deep. Meanwhile, for Anaheim, Chris Kreider, despite not scoring a goal in his last 16, is back on the top. Shot, wire, short side, but wide, rebound, Trouba, let one fly. That was deflected off the boards and right to Leon Draisaitl. He begins with McDavid, Kaplan, shoots. Wrong-footed, but the shot was wide. Kaplan is scored on the first shot. In game 4 is out there. Blast taken by Roman and that pinball wide and cleared by Jeff Field, but he put too much on it. This will be icing against the Ducks. A buck and a half into this game.
Both teams have come out skating. He's Carson, the top line starting for the Anaheim Ducks, and he's always been so dangerous off the bench. Goes backhand to throw this right through. That was Murphy taking away Kreider, driving to the net. Connor McDavid's first touch from Draisaitl and shoots this one through the screen. And this is wide, but he punched through with speed to the defense. A good sign early for the captain.
Exactly my thought. He was motoring. And he's looked good in that regard since the third period of game 4 in this building. Up until that point, you definitely tell he was concerning for certain times in the game. Nice field goal center against Jackson Cohn. And now following his way down low is Zach Hyman. But Colson, who's been Edmonton's best player in this series, begins on the line to Nugent Hopkins and Hyman. And Louis, I'd have to say that Colson elevated those players in game 5.
I agree. I think he elevates anybody he plays with. And I know we were talking about the penalty. He's just been so solid. Here he is now, driving the play down the ice.
Here's the shot from distance. The stick save made by Dostal. And the crowd gives him an appreciative cheer. That was a Bronx cheer for that first save. Dostal trying to settle in. Remember, he lasted just 10 minutes on Tuesday night. And Szymanski wrapped up with Tyson Hawkins. Anaheim on the plate. Fished out, but Ekholm will hold the zone and shovel it over to Chris Lazar. Poked away by Drew Harrison, and then Szymanski took it over. Bouchard, a little clip on McTavish, who tried to saucer it ahead. That did not materialize. Forked back down low by Leo Carlson, but the Oilers able to get it clear. Kreider wasn't sure he could have touched that puck because of maybe too many men on the ice.
Things happening fast between the two benches, trying to get on quickly. It's been north and south to start game 6.
I think he made the right decision. That would have been close. Trouba and Lacombe. Kreider right back out there with Terry and Leo Carlson. Kreider's been a guy who's scored big goals late in series. Kreider collects from the half wall, lets one fly, and then speared by Colorado.
This one, the first time they've come together on the whistle. Here's what's starting in game 1. It was Edmonton's best player this series. They knew it. They were facing elimination. Tom Cruise starts the scoring off, and they just kept bringing pucks to the net. Zach Hyman with a deflection in front. And this beautiful shot pass to Evan Bouchard to Draisaitl. That got Dostal pulled in the game for the first time in the series. We saw Billy Husso for the remainder of game number 5. He gets the start. Dostal does in this one, and Connor Everett closed the door late as Edmonton stayed back on the division.
Edmonton is 8-4 in elimination games over the last 5 years. This being the 5th year, and including the win on Tuesday night. Backhanded in by Seville. Contributed for the first goal of the series. Roslovic comes off the top for Respect down low. Roslovic wrapped up in the corner. Played to Kreider. Soft toss off the boards back to Sports Center. Louis, you saw firsthand Kreider, third period hat trick to lead the Rangers past the Canes a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was a huge third period for Chris Kreider. And listen, he has no goals in the first 5 games. In game number 6 for Joe Kendall, we've seen him shuffle around. After game number 1 loss, he's been Gauthier up on that line, change with Kreider, who was down the lineup, and he's kind of been mixed on some different lines, but they want to get the big guy going. He's had some opportunities, but hasn't put the puck in the net with 2 assists in the series so far. But Grenville's been pretty savvy with when he changes guys up and puts them on different lines. They seem to respond.
Happens to be his 35th birthday as well. Chris Kreider's last goal came on March the 21st. Nearly 4 minutes gone by in this Oilers first period, which has been the Oilers' best. They've outscored the Ducks 9-3 in the first period of this series. Here's Roman in the line, blasted on that, and Dostal freezes.
Stream every play with Rogers, Canada's best and most reliable 5G Plus network. Rogers, we got you.
Yeah, sports net update from Rogers.
Castings open for Family Feud.
Yeah, this game is for Rogers.
Anaheim Ducks!
Lining up against Tim Washington. Edmonton's top line against Anaheim's fourth line. Joe Quenneville has been comfortable with his matchup all series long. Hoisted up high by Truban. Helps when you have Truban and McCollum supporting that fourth line. Truban up the right-hand side. A little bit too far for Ian Moore, but whistled in by Washington. Viel, a couple of big goals in this series. Missed a hit, however, on Bouchard. And David stood up at the line, shrugged it off, then tried to center it. And at the last minute, threw one cut toward the net. It was wide. Seneca up to Cologne, who waits for the trailer. Fires a dart cross ice, and McCollum got out flipped it in front. And there's Bouchard and McDavid with Drysdale. Pass tips to Drysdale. The Bucks able to break it up. Granlund will fire it in deep. Seneca after it. Gives way to Michikov, who Edmonton has started to target a bit in this series, throwing pucks into his corner instead of the veteran John Carlson, understandably so. Carlson picks up a loose puck and here to Gauthier, and his shot elevated and out of play by Connor Murphy.
The bump afterwards by Murphy and Gauthier has had a terrific series here, and a little extra as Nugent Hopkins gets involved too for Edmonton. They've had some chances and some real solid touches by the top line, but David, we talked about that first rush pushing through this one here. Somehow was able to navigate through that, check the home, and then here, maybe trying to catch those star little slipping from the sharp angle. And then the transactional play saw here, a good release by Gauthier, better stick by Murphy to throw that one up over top of the box. He's got that look and whisper. He's looking to shoot it from everywhere.
One of 3 Ducks with 3 goals in this series, and what's drawn Louis' attention is the fact that Gauthier also leads the Ducks in hits in this series. We thought maybe that would not be his forte.
Joe Quenneville's been very pleasantly surprised with how this young team has handled the physicality of this series. They're dishing it out as well as taking it, and that's something you have to learn when you get into the playoffs for the first time. It's a different animal, it truly is. Everybody hits, everybody's looking to finish, and your time and space is evaporating really quickly. And they've dealt with that very well, and still have a 3-2 lead in this series after losing game number 5. But he said every single game is a new test, and there's opportunity for this team to step up and take that next step.
Here's Gilly of an icing call, so Edmonton looking at a decent draw. Off that face-off, Kreider in his pocket picked, and it was chipped out successfully by Podkolzin. Powered back in momentarily by John Carlson, tossed behind the net. Murphy gave it away. And now Terry will go to work in the corner against Nurse, who slides it past to Podkolzin. Oh, he had an opening for Zach Hyman, and that pass didn't miss by much.
Just off the skate, he had a step too, Hyman.
Overrunning the play wheel, Carlson able to gather himself, collect, and dish off to Tyson Hines, whose 6th playoff appearance matches the number of regular season games he's played in the NHL. Granlund will send it in deep. Ellison on the bench for Anaheim. Shrugged off Savoy. Keeps it on a stick, dishes off Granlund, coming out of the corner. He'll play it back down low. Ty Emberson will pick that off and wedge it safely back towards center. fielded flawlessly by Roslovic, who shovels it down deep. Dostal to handle. They'll put it up on the plexi. Kalor makes certain of a clear back to center. Colton Dodd, second on the Oilers in hits, despite the fact he only plays about 8 minutes a night. Freed it up for Szymanski off a collision. Center pass dangerously into the slot. Shovel turned it up wide by Murphy. Rebound Dodd against Hellison. And now Palin, who shakes that puck loose, staggers somewhat. Crowd wanted a tripping call, none forthcoming. And then Dodd plastered Palin against the boards, and the Ducks can't get it out. Here's Dodd curling one wide. Ellison digging in against Lazar. Hook shift by this fourth line of Edmonton that now gives way to the first line. McDavid to Draisaitl, open Ekholm. Showing shot. Instead down low, that fooled McDavid, but Nurse will hold this up. Now McDavid rolling around Kalor. Keeps it on a stick from Leon Draisaitl. McDavid's open. Waiting. Sliding. First wide by Ellison, who went down. McDavid up top. Bouchard. Ekholm. He'll send it back down low. Just wide. The scoring goes
Save the goal.
We came into this game tied for the playoff lead in scoring. That's set up by the fourth line, though.
Terrific shift to set it up here on the team. From the top line of Edmonton to maintain possession of the offensive zone. Bouchard looking to sneak that far side of the shot. Showing slap on the skates of McDavid. And an unforced error by the Ducks. They take an icing call there. Washington put way too much on it. Edmonton's top line has been out a while, though. So the Oilers will change it up. Not a whole lot of shots here in this first period. Almost halfway point. But this is a great shift. Extended. The fourth line goes in, cycles, wins a battle. And you can see that one right there. Maybe looking for a little stick. As McDavid was funneling to the net as well. A little change up by Bouchard after an extended period of time.
Excuse me, Louis. And Dostal had to fight that almost went in off the faceoff. But Corson hit by Washi. Now Lacombe Trouba have been out there for more than 2 minutes. Sent around the boards, Woman. Back down low, but Corson. And then a pass that eludes Anderson, who got down a little bit low. Set up ice, and then Nugent elects to reverse back to Woman for a reset. Anderson up to Hyman, got a stick on it. John Carlson overplayed for Anaheim. Terry. Shot back in by Carlson. Grinder in on the forecheck. England plays it successfully ahead. For Murphy, standing his ground was Michikov. Murphy will try the other side for Nurse. Breakout play to center, getting a stick on it, Savoy, but gathering Michikov quickly up to Carlson, and then Terry with a turnover in the neutral zone. Chance Roslovic, and he fired right into the grid of John Carlson, who smothers that shot. Leo Carlson could make the play. Now the Ducks. Here we go. For a second. Here's Saka. Too far for Brownlee. Back to Brownlee. He'll shoot. Just the second one he's seen in nearly 10 minutes. Much tighter first period here in game number 6 as both teams checking well, keeping the play to the outside. Only 4 shots, I believe, between the two teams. Here's the face-off win by Washington. Right back into Dostal. He gets reacted to collision with Moore. Nugent Hopkins gets the best of that one. So a real solid start for both teams.
Rogers Behind the Scenes is a national program delivering the best sports and entertainment experiences to Rochester customers. Tonight, you can win great prizes all game long, including a trip to the Stanley Cup Final. Scan the QR code now. Your chance to win.
Well, thank you, Al Stafford.
Fantasy Farmers Final loyalty play delivered by Skip and match the Oilers players with their jersey number as fast as you can. One lucky fan tonight with the fastest time will win a signed Jake Walman hat. So scan the QR code now and take your shot.
Yeah, popcorn for Oilers shop.
So guys,
second round. Jack Michaels.
Games 5-7 in all the series he's been in. All 19 with the Rangers. Patrick Kane leads the way. Kreider tied with Marchand at 4th. Although he's not as concerned with his place on the list as much as he is getting on the board in this series. As will be mentioned, scoreless to this point.
Ducks have given up the first goal in all 5 games. Scoreless through nearly 10 minutes tonight in Game 6. Ducks have never lost a Game 6 on home ice. A drive by Carlson. What a series he's having. He's been excellent to face off, but defensively has a short-handed goal in all those 4 goals he scored. And this is up on the face-off. This is a win back into the defensive zone for Edmonton, but it's the work by Phelan to dig in. All 3 Ducks forwards dig this puck loose. Coach gets it back to the board again. And this puck pinballs around a little bit. The shot by Carlson bounce once off the skate. And off the penalty, he'll take that 1-0 Ducks as they get it back. And score the first goal for the first time in the series.
First time.
And that was far more definitive. Carlson across. Shot from Minchikov, and that disappeared into heavy traffic. Shoveled out by Jack Ross with it. Carlson and Gauthier with the assist on the Phelan
for the first time this series. The
Murphy
Oilers
up the right
scored
side. Hit
first
by Neal
goal
and Ross.
for 5 consecutive games.
To Savoy,
Yeah,
who misses it back
they
through
scored
center.
in
There's
games
some
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
So now let's see how this game unfolds
see.
with Anaheim.
Let's
Getting
see
the
if
first goal of the
let's see
series.
if the Oilers get the
Rushing
tie
check
game.
by Draisaitl
Oh,
as he came over the line, but it was an offside.
that was an offside.
Pretty good puck by Draisaitl as he catches Washington right at the whistle. The
Outside.
Anaheim Ducks have had to chase every game in this series. This is the first time they've scored the first goal when it's Phelan that scores as it bounces off the skate. Shin pad it looked like in the slot, and off of Phelan driving the net. That's what happens when you have layers in front of the goaltender. They get a bounce.
A watch party
1-0.
for the first time.
Lacombe sends it in deep. Bouchard run off the puck. McDavid twists it ahead for Ekholm. No backhanded ahead. That was knocked off a stick directly to Jacob Trouba. Turning was Ian Moore. Tried to send it in deep. That was knocked down by Ekholm. Flipped in by Lacombe. Ekholm booted it out in the slot.
Papa, I think the two of Ekholm is going to score a goal when after Anaheim scores.
New life, but Seneca's pass not enough on it to get it back to John Carlson, who now has to deal with McDavid.
First goal scored. Backhand.
Cleared by John Carlson back towards center. Draisaitl scored twice in here's McDavid to the
One scoring first in the series.
From Draisaitl.
They have won the game, one scoring first. And now the Oilers are 0-1. They have to be 0-1 when scoring first. They're going to win out.
But Seneca's at the end of his shift, and Killorn's pass was out of his reach. Bowman quarterbacking.
That's very Kapanen was in the game, right, Papa?
Sauced it in the head, knocked out of midair. Troy Terry. Rifles on net.
Yeah. Nice to watch. Quinn Hughes tying Minnesota in game number 6, heading for game 7 in Dallas.
Yeah, tonight we invite you to swing by any of the East District authentic locations. They can benefit tonight featuring the game, the Let's Go Oilers Novelty Collection. Perfect addition to any Oilers family kit. Featuring this year's Good logo. Swing by any of the East District authentic stores tonight and get yours before they sell.
All right, fans, remember the team can feel your energy all the way in. So right now, to show us what playoff loud really looks like. We are loaded up with t-shirts, but they're only going to the loudest fans in the building. So get up and go crazy. It's time.
The loudest crowd, that's what it looks like. Oilers trailed the series 2-3. Anaheim still leading the lead. It's 1-0. But will the Oilers look into a tie game? Let's find out after the break.
The last two games in this building, you may recall Game 4, the overtime winner.
That's how playoff loud looks like.
Not about the goal actually crossing the line, but about the process. And tonight, no argument, as this one definitely crossed the line.
That's how loud the playoffs look like. Fans go crazy, and they will go to the playoffs. I think this is going to be a tie. I think this is going to be a tie game.
Even as his team lost 9 in a row at one point during the year and staggered to the finish line with just 2 wins in their last 10. England able to scoop up that shot from Gauthier.
Yeah.
Quick little release.
Cutter Gauthier. Oh, that guy from the Anaheim Ducks. Right, Papa?
Yeah. Then scored the goal with Katie and McTavish in a quick release.
Woohoo!
Right off the face-off.
Woohoo!
Battled off the draw. McTavish went down, but
Mason McTavish.
free with the puck. As Zach
Frank
Hopkins
McTavish.
throws it in deep. Minchikov.
Yeah,
Scampers back up the right-hand side. You've got Gauthier. Looking cross ice, broken up by Nugent Hopkins. Checked ahead for Hyman. Checked by Carlson. Shot from distance. Blocked in front of the Anaheim net. Murphy spins. Serves up for Hyman. Minchikov takes a reverse pop from Hyman. Carlson tracking. Nugent Hopkins guiding it back to Murphy. Open his nose. His stick explodes. Harris trying to keep it alive with his glove. Then booted it back towards center. All Gauthier can do is shoot it in. Line change for the Ducks. Lever Carlson harassing Murphy and now pursuing Ekholm. Shot out the right-hand side. Drysdale to Kasperi Kapanen. Whistles it around the boards. McDavid. Up top, Bouchard shot. Wide of the glove side. Big hop off the boards. Reverse hit by McDavid, but the Ducks able to shake it free. Leo Carlson. Terry gives it back to Carlson.
Nothing Anaheim. The Ducks lead the Oilers by a goal. Leo Carlson.
Before game 2, he elevated Gauthier to the top line, and Gauthier responded with 2 goals and an assist. Trying to get Kreider going in game 6. He puts him on the top line, and Kreider has now made it 2-0. Roman aggressively on Seneca, who breaks loose up towards center. So now it's the Oilers who have to rally from 2-0 down tonight. Here's a dish, a backhander.
They will have to score a goal.
Ready to raise the proverbial roof. Here's Granlund again, trying to force one to Seneca. That wasn't there. Seneca looking, dishing down on Granlund. Getting worked over by Emerson. Now Alex Galore. 10 points in his last 4 up top. You've got Seneca. Shot Graham. Rebound Seneca. Jabbed at him with his left skate. A clear by Roman.
Yeah, my prediction was to be 3-2 Oilers. My prediction was going to be 3-2 Oilers, right?
Fourth line out for Edmonton. 5.25 to go in the first period.
5 minutes left in the first.
With the Blues for Anaheim. Nurse blasted by Biel. Up the right hand side, you've got Joe Szymanski.
First goal
Well played by Montreal. Shaken free. Crowd wanted to call against Edmonton. It's not going to come. There's thundering down the right hand side of the shot.
Who scored the first goal? Yes.
A costly mistake for Dostal and the Ducks. Coach Hitt.
2-1 Ducks lead.
Second goal of the series.
Second goal of the series for Colton Dock. Here's Al Staffer for the announcement. Colton. Tie this game. I think this is going to be a tie game. No, it won't be. Almost a tie game. Colton Dock, 2-1. Oilers are trailing. Oh my God, let's go! Woo! Ah! We're stronger! 2006 Stanley Cup finalists! They're in the building! Refresh!
Stories of the day, national, everywhere you get CBC News.
Everywhere you get CBC News. Yeah, there's an update from Jack Michaels.
Unfortunate, he gets in on Minchikov, kind of shows him Minchikov spins.
Let's go! They're going to tie this game. They're going to tie this game.
In the series, 12 power play goals in their last 9.
Oilers goal! His second of the playoffs!
Score! Woo! Szymanski! Woo! Colton Dock! Connor Murphy! Second goal of the series. 2-1. The Oilers trailing. Let's go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! Connor Murphy scored their first goal, right, Papa? What? Connor Murphy.
Yeah.
Yes, buddy. Come on, boys. Score a goal. Yeah, Oilers are down by 1 goal.
Now you've got Lacombe.
Oilers are
Turning it back for second.
half
Halfway through the
winning.
power play. Anaheim up 2-1. McTavish. Seneca. Moves it back. Lacombe.
Come on,
McTavish. Lacombe.
Oh! 3-1 Anaheim! Connor Gauthier! His fourth in the playoffs! Connor Gauthier just went right out of the building! Oh. Big shot by Lacombe. What a butterfly. 3-1 Ducks. Oilers are trailing by 2 goals. Anaheim leads 3-1.
Change the speed too. Really is a kind of double trickeration there. 3-1.
The Ducks are winning.
And then Pecosa hit for Waylon Grayson. Pecosa, Draisaitl, and Kapanen reunited for half a shift there. Cleared by Ian Moore and a reset for Edmonton. Quick up. Tackle to Bouchard and shoots wide on the short side. 3-1 Ducks. Their power play 8-15 in this series. And again, a high-scoring series. We've seen 4 goals on 10 shots in this first period. Punch
Well, the Oilers get their second goal.
To triple hard run, got through Jake
Will be a 5th goal in 11 shots.
Push the lead back to 2 with 2 minutes to go in the period. Dickinson.
Lucas! Yes! Oh! Very close! Lucas goes goal! What a save by Lucas Dostal!
He's had a couple good looks, and he has a great look at this one as he funnels himself to the net, picks this up on the fly. It's a bouncing puck off the stick.
Yeah, that man, Lucas Dostal.
He elevates him to the ground here. And has Dostal beat, but just not up over top of the goaltender side. I mean, this is a great opportunity. Right in that scramble, you can see 5 Ducks right there in the same frame.
Anaheim sucks! Anaheim sucks! Anaheim sucks! Anaheim sucks!
Blasted by Carlson.
I don't think Carlson's done so well in this series, and he's done so well in his career. As he's get shots through, he knows exactly when to shoot, whether it's a slap shot, whether it's a wrister. He's so good at sifting that little wrister through, looking for sticks, deflection, screens, but he can also crank it. Joe Fangle kind of joke and said, when you play on a power play with Ovechkin your whole career, and you're willing to shoot it like that.
Oh yeah, Alex Ovechkin, that man. The legend, the icon, the great, the great 8. Yes. Come on, make it 3-2.
Murphy will hustle it in. Ducks cash in on the game's first power play. Big goal
The
for
Ducks
Anaheim.
cash
Pulls
in.
that lead back to 2. Here's Murphy up the left-hand side as Edmonton tries to find a little more offense. One-hop Dostal, who is not looked lights out tonight. Nevertheless, given a 3-1 lead.
Yes, just after 20 years, Alex Ovechkin is now the grade 8 forever. Final minutes, first period. 3-1 Ducks. Oh, no! That pocket! Oh! Too many men!
Check out 3-goal early payout brought to you
And
by
now, an update from Bet365.
Must be 18 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly.
Yeah, Papa. A sports good update from Bet365. Well, the Oilers still trailing by 2 goals.
As he bumps into the wall and then bumps into the goaltender. He's been physical all series long and he's caused trouble with the eyes.
Just want to thank Annette for watching this game. 18-year-old, and I'm with her since last year when I'm in school. 30 seconds left in this period. I think this is going to be a 3-2 Oilers goal with 2 seconds left. Let's see. Ingram got across.
Against the man who now, including the postseason, has 45 goals on the season. Lacombe from Dostal. Time for one last rush for Anaheim. Lacombe hits the line with speed. Gives it up. Gauthier serves it back to Lacombe. Across McTavish. Gauthier. Lacombe. McTavish. Inside to the yard. And now got off the body in front of a big hop at the horn.
Alex Delord. Right out the horn. 41 Ducks. The crowd in Anaheim goes absolutely wild. The Ducks are still winning.
Edmonton to only 7 shots. They only have 11 in this one. Couple dandy chances. There's the Gauthier one-timer handled by Ingram. As he takes that one off the collarbone, the Cologne chance right at the buzzer. Was really close. It was blocked, but another good chance.
Minute 19. Power play time carryover for the Anaheim Ducks. Early goal. By a crowd of nearly 17,000 as they look to finish off the first round.
18,000 plus. On the long game watch party. Game 6. 3-1 Anaheim.
The score after one period of play, the Ducks 3, the Edmonton Oilers 1 shot on goal in the opening period. So the Ducks 11, Oilers 6.
I'm Jay. One of the guys this is a timeless episode. Remember to be a good team and be kind to one another. Enjoy the rest of the hockey.
We're enjoying the rest of the hockey game. The Ducks lead the Oilers 3-1.
You can win some great prizes all game long, including a trip to the Stanley Cup Finals. Game 2 off-road now for your chance to win. Tonight's EOCF playoffs 50-50 raffle. Presented by Rogers Companies.
Yes.
At over $6 million now.
Yes.
And it's still going.
Okay. We'll see you in the second period.
50-50 sellers on the concourse. We're scanning 2 on the court now. This current jackpot will be going home round 1 of the playoffs. Thanks for supporting the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation. The EOCF is teamed up with Boston Pizza and Delivery Crane to provide you with this latest 50-50 offer. When you purchase $100 in 50-50 raffle tickets, you get $50 back. Buyers receive $25 for Boston Pizza, $25 for Delivery Crane. Purchase tickets to take advantage of this great offer. Now is the time to get your group to the front of the line for 2026-27 Oilers Group Seeding. Place your deposit now for first access by visiting EdmontonOilers.com/group deposits. And take part in tonight's loyalty play delivered by Skip, a Manchester Oilers player. with their jersey number as fast as you can. One lucky fan tonight with the fastest time wins a signed Jake Walden hat. Scan the QR code now and take your shot.
Okay, don't lose it. Put it in your leg. Too much fucking country the radio up. Where's the rock and roll? Party crasher, penny snatcher. Call me up if you a gangster. Don't be fancy, just get dancing. We're so serious. So there's a place if you are wrong. You know the right way is on. Never be
by Rogers and unbelievably Edmonton.
Oilers Social, presented by Rogers. Scan the QR code on the screen. Upload your photo directly. Let's here on the video board during the Tonight's game.
We're back on the second period. Okay. You're welcome, Papa. We're back. Great to have you and me at the watch party for the first time. Yeah, we've been to the watch party with Mom and Grandma 2 years ago, right? Yeah, Game 5 against the Canucks. Set for the second period. 3-1 Ducks lead.
Timo Solani, the Ducks legend, 15 years here and a Stanley Cup. And I know, Timo, you struggled for the rebuild like everybody else did. Look at this team now. What do you think of these young Ducks?
You know what? We are so excited about this team. They're young, they're fast, they're skilled. And 8 years we're struggling, but now I think this team is going to be a long time.
That was Ducks legend.
They all work together
with ups and downs. But when they peak same time, I think we're going to have a good chance to win the Stanley Cup here.
It's going to be a tall order to protect this lead and finish off the Oilers tonight. How do the Ducks do it?
The Ducks has to be at least moderate. You know that they can score the goals, but they have to be a little bit better defensively, especially against McDavid and Draisaitl. But you know, this has been great series, and I think the Ducks don't have so much experience, but they're playing well, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, I remember in 2016 at the Outdoor Classic, the outdoor game in Winnipeg, you were 46, and you looked like you could step into the lineup of any NHL team. We fast forward 10 years. I understand you're going for knee replacement surgery tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 5 a.m., and I asked my doctor if I could come to the game, and he said no, because they can get your mind out of the surgery, so he gave us time to fix my knee and be again finished fast.
Thanks, Timo. Good to see you.
Thank you. Happy retirement.
Jack and Lawyer with the call of the second period.
Okay, of course, a front row seat for Timo Solani's fabulous 76-goal campaign in 92-93 as a member of the Winnipeg Jets. So the Oilers begin with a minute plus on the penalty kill, and it's an important one, trailing 3-1 already. Graham trying to field it, and that was turned over and cleared by Murphy. At the Anaheim Ducks. Murphy and Moose, the penalty killing crew. Still not captain. He can be dangerous. John Carlson tracking him. Leads the Oilers with 4 goals in this series. Taken off the penalty. He'll come off the ice. Savoy and Szymanski on the forwards. Chipped up. Leo Carlson whistles one just by. Rebound settled by Graham. Power play down to 20 seconds. Lacombe reverse. Gets it back from Granlund. The second time to Granlund. Down low. Inside. Carlson lost the handle. Szymanski will take advantage and clear. And that should pretty much do it for the Anaheim power play. The Oilers had to have it.
Absolutely, and when they killed the first rush right on the line, his eyes picked off by Capital. They didn't spend a whole lot of time on that last sequence down around the shot to get through.
Washie with McDavid and Draisaitl fresh onto the ice after that penalty kill. They'll come up ice. Draisaitl hits Bouchard. Play is onside. Bouchard sandwiched and belted to the ice. A clear for Trouba up towards center. Cut off by Ekholm and waved in. Trouba back together with Hyman bearing down on him. As Hyman out there with McDavid and Draisaitl. Off the successful kill. Punched it in. Viel catches up to it. Circles. And then got knocked off balance. Couldn't make a play. Trouba hesitates. Back to Viel. To the middle of the ice. Ready shooting and Granlund missed. Up high. Rebound curled back to Trouba. On to Jackson Lacombe. His shot. Drive-by screen. A save Ingram. And a rebound eventually. Collected by Granlund, who will follow it back down low for Seneca. Puts the brakes on against Draisaitl. Seneca saucers across. Lacombe shoots. The save Ingram.
They're slowing down by Ingram. That was the fourth line again for the Anaheim Ducks up against the loaded line for Edmonton after a good penalty kill. Here's the nice pass across to Carlson. He leads everybody in shots in this series. Misses that one right off the rush. And then Granlund, that's the change on the fly. First line off, second line on, and Granlund, who's had a hot series, just misses that one as well, going across the grain.
Would it be too much of a stretch to say if Anaheim's able to close out this series, that the play of Washington would have been a major reason against Edmonton's top unit?
Gigantic. It's been incredible. I mean, again, in Game 6, that Graham was on line up against the loaded guy for Edmonton. The start things on right after a penalty kill. That's where it's on the ice.
Carlson's shot redirected up over the plexi and out of play.
And for Joe Cunliffe said, listen, we're going to keep that matchup going in this game number 6, but it's going to be not just them. It's going to be by committee. And you saw it was a short shift. They hemmed in the top line of the offensive zone. Then quickly the second line gets on the ice and create that chance. Brown is the one that had in the slot. So they've been excellent on their changes. They've been excellent on their matchups. And that's the one for me that I think is going to have the biggest impact in this series. Is the play of the fourth line of the Anaheim Ducks.
This has been the best period for Anaheim in the series. Of course, he said the same thing about Edmonton in the first, and the Ducks flipped the script. The Oilers will try to do the same in the second period. But they've been outscored 10-5 in this series to this point. A shot block up top. Dickinson will roll it in from Savoy. Coming over is Ellison. Dickinson trying to power his way to the front. Turned over for he leads the Ducks. Along with Connor Gauthier, 4 goals for each of those players, and they both scored tonight. Ball up the left-hand side for Rosovic, he'll backhand it in. Connor Murphy has the only Edmonton goal. McComb lost the hand, trickled out in front. Rostall made sure that McComb had just got clipped in the face by Pekosen. Got away with it, did Edmonton. As the Ducks bang it in deep. Washi and Gale trying to go to work. Looking to escape from Pekosen. Laid pass too far for Hyman. Michikov dashes back, and it comes out in front, and they will call icing against Edmonton as we tell you that when the makeup comes off, the pressure dialed up. Follow 8 performers as they take you behind the scenes of Cirque du Soleil. Cirque Life. Stream all episodes now on CBCJ.
Jason Dickinson with a strong over here, takes a hard tumble into the ground, and going for him lucky that it wasn't feet first. We know he's dealing with really a body injury, but spins in that contact behind the net. Trying to get on the forecheck here and turn over pucks.
Big cheer goes up as they show Tamu Solani on the scoreboard. Face-off win for Brownlee. Here's a shot by Michikov, deflected high in the air, batted down by Ekman. And then he got checked immediately by Granlund. Paloma got in there to take possession. Granlund will take it to the net. Backhands up top, Michikov. Across John Carlson. In front, Colorado. Diving save made by Ingram. That might have been his best stop of the night.
What a shot pass by John Carlson.
Seneca trying to tuck it inside, deflected.
John Carlson called senior by George Grenville to start this series out. He's been over again on the team. Nice shot pass right into Kalor, redirected right to that save by Connor Ingram. To kick that to the corner, but he gets back. Carlson now goes straight off the first. Harvey's in having to play this puck a little faster than he wants to. Goes to the backhand, and Dostal reads it the whole way. Nice save.
Came over at the deadline after 17 years with the Washington Capitals. So once the family got settled, he became even more so. And he's been energized by this young talent group. Steve Moore, shot, save, Ingram, rebound, blocked by McDavid. More than that, a lot on that shot. Ingram still at the top of the save, triples free, stepping in, making a move was Troy Terry. Shoots, and that one off the mask of Ingram. Terry, back to Lecombe. What stick handling from Troy Terry. Wrist shot blocked by Bouchard. He had 3 assists the other night in Edmonton's 4-1 win in Game 5. McDavid hit. Bouchard up the middle. Little Carlson stuffed that man down. Terry took it into traffic to try to open up the angle. Here's Carlson, shot off the rush, and a stick save made on one by Dostal.
And the Anaheim Ducks again shutting down the top line of Edmonton. I mean, just hemming them in the defensive zone and forcing them to turn over pucks and create chances. And it happened again on this shift, too. Ingram has to come up with a couple great saves. We just saw the one on Kalor with the right pad. And Troy Terry tests him here. It's just a nice little play off the wall. Take a hit to make a play. And Terry uses a straight off the right shoulder. Cross screen, right through the defender, Nurse. And that's a good save by Ingram again to be in that position.
Shuffling the deck on the back end here. We've got Walden and Murphy out there for Edmonton. Here's a shot blocked, rebound, Nugent Hopkins slugged one wide. He's out there to put Colson and Hunt. Puck comes free, Woolman shot from the point, double redirection. Just pushed one wide. Nugent Hopkins trying to get it back to him. Wedged out safely by the Ducks. Big hop. And let's see. Icing against Anaheim. Brown and Joe Quinville not too happy with that one.
Maybe didn't think the Woolman was trying too hard to get back to touch that puck, but it is icing. Will come back down. One of the first shifts we've seen in a while where Edmonton's been able to head in the Anaheim Ducks, and that's where they've had success in the series. Off the cycle, working down low, below the hash marks, getting the presence in front. Critical face-off here.
And another face-off win for Edmonton. And puck outside the line. That's a costly offside call. Because the Ducks line have been out there more than a minute 10. Zach Hyman with Edmonton's first shot of the period. Backhand perfect. And there's no goal for the answer.
Fans, now is your chance to get 4 months of Oilers Plus for just $4. Take advantage of this exclusive watch party offer and stay locked in on everything this postseason, including playoff pass episodes following each game, the latest episodes of The Drop, and behind-the-scenes content. Become a subscriber tonight for just $4 with promo code WATCH26.
Let's go! Hey! Oh! 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 Let's go! And I am still leading 3-1. The Ducks will try, we'll look for a will for the second round. And the Oilers are looking for game 7. Let's go! Hey! Oh! Let's go! Hey! Oh! Let's go! The people losing their minds. Good screen, Bob.
Been a force in this series, made up of 3 underdogs, 2 of them undrafted. The third guy, drafted as a defenseman, that's Ian Moore. Jeff Yallis slogged it out to the minors for 7 or 8 years and has 2 goals in this series. And Tim Washing is a rookie from Western Michigan who spent half the season in the AHL. Not exactly impressive hockey pedigrees, but that hasn't mattered to Joel Quenneville. Shown no reluctance to play that line against Connor McDavid and in any other situation. As a result,
Defense!
precipice
Defense!
of at least a quarter of the experts.
Defense!
Two-time defending Western Conference champion Edmonton.
Defense!
But the biggest thing that the fourth line is the series, Jeff, is not necessarily the production. It's the allowance that it gives Joel Quenneville to match up the other 3 lines. It's incredible. They're neutralizing the top line almost every time they're on the ice. Dickinson and Murphy in that rocket. Climbed up on the glass, going to be held in by Darnell Nurse. Dickinson behind the net, tried to knife one in front, broken up and cleared by the Ducks. And now a race for the puck. Gautier's on it. He's in, shoots, save, and rebound. And Bailey could not get it across to a wide open McTavish. McTavish back on the puck, but Anaheim has outshot Edmonton 17-9, and we're almost at the halfway point of this hockey game.
Need more. They need more shots. They need more of a presence in front of Lucas Goston. They have to have the puck first right now, and they just haven't had it for that much time in this period. It's been Anaheim that's been able to break out pretty cleanly.
Seneca whistles one, way to call over.
Let's go,
the only shot that's gone in against those Stars. There's Kalor with Seneca hitting for that corner. Who knows he can ill afford to give up the fourth here as we approach the midway point of the game.
Yeah, Anaheim not set back. We've seen in this series at times. They've given up a 2-goal lead in this series as well. And Edmonton's given up a 2-goal lead a couple of times. So the leads are, not easy to hold on to with the way these two teams play. But for Anaheim, this is a great little drive into that bubble. Veteran Hamel score and a good save by Ingram. They're keeping the power to the metal. They are not backing up. They're looking to challenge. They're looking to get the next one. That's a big difference from what we've seen in the series. They may be set back a little bit too often when they have had the lead at times. And Edmonton's been able to pull back. They've given up the lead 3 times, the Ducks.
Is this the late game or they got take off glass? You probably have a better view of signaling it did go off the glass.
Well, of course, every Anaheim player pointed over the glass.
Having a good time, my little man. Yes!
They're going to say it went directly over the lines of
The Oilers are trailing 3-1.
Here, off that quick stick by Chris Kreider, a good pickup by the
This is the second period, right?
Colson takes it out well at center. Hines has straight. But Colson did get it in, and then Hines with the Colson got it down. William Colson. Chris Kreider. Kick out his short side. That rebound clatters off the corner boards and all the way back inside the Anaheim line. Retrieved by Hines. Swept around to Kreider. Did he get a skate on it? He did not. And it turns into an icing call against the Ducks. A bit of a mistake there. A new threat hiding in plain sight. And it's up to Fitz and Arch to reveal the truth, no matter the cost hit here. All episodes available to stream now on CBCJ.
Offensive zone face-off, and the top line on the ice for Edmonton, third period defense on the ice for the Anaheim Ducks.
Lashley and McDavid really bulldogging each other, and then Captain went down to one knee and turned it over. Troy Terry at center, they'll give it to him. And Lashley goes in on the forecheck as the Ducks swap out that third pair. As we talked about the Indiana Ducks on the left wide. By Ian Moore, Lacote up top, drive, Trevor, blocker, save, Edward. Lacote, Trevor, brief bubble, did hold the zone. Sit it down low, but Bouchard there to bust up the cycle. He now capping it on to Echo. Dribble comes over to lay the body. In deep, Lacote, with Draisaitl draped all over him. Kapanen got inside, and now Ekholm creates a turnover. Draisaitl from behind that, trying to bank it off the Ducks. And that comes free. Ian Moore from center ice, and he'll rocket one off the glass. Almost hit the official. Came loose in the corner. Bouchard, what a dart to Draisaitl to Trouba back. Trouba, solid defense. McDavid had it knocked off.
Come on.
Jake Bloom put it back on the stick of McDavid. Immediately double teamed. Lacote pausing. Trying to make a play. McTavish could not get it out. Roman Doggett. Up the right inside Trouba. That banked off the glass. Oilers trying to catch the Ducks in transition. And they had a steal on the cover. Shielded his man from Coach.
And what a save.
McTavish's save was tipped in. And they're going to call icing.
It's all about icing.
And it's the right call. Well, I'll tell you, it gets right in here. It's hard to hear anything happening. This is the big hit by Viel. He's been physical all series. Catches Draisaitl. Coming out of the corner. You don't catch him like that too many times. And this is a chance afterwards. All the traffic in front of Ingram. They're shot. Here's a nice forecheck by Ross so that Define Savoy takes a punishing hit from Trouba for his chance. But he gets that shot away and a good save goes down.
30 minutes to live for the Edmonton Oilers. Nugent Hopkins wins the face-off shot. And trickles just wide on the redirect. Lacote to Gauthier. Whacked down by Hyman. Yet then around Gauthier. Trouba comes over. Hyman keeps possession. Hands it back to Bouchard. And now Edmonton playing in Anaheim zone a bit here. Colson and Hyman. Nugent Hopkins.
Yeah, we're going to make it to game 7.
Maintaining possession. Serving it up. Bouchard lets it fly. That was blocked. Ducks with a chance to clear, and they do. Get it back to center. Bouchard, a reset for Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard, stutter stepping his way in and tried to send it in deep, but that was not happening. Lacombe and McTavish forced Edmonton back. Bowman and Bouchard on the ice together. The Oilers get a quick change. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Kapanen right back out there. Kapanen again on the forecheck. Hard run knocked down by Draisaitl. A big a second effort by the Ducks. Back through the neutral zone. McDavid able to get it to Draisaitl. Tried to slow that one off the stick. Wilson flicked it off the glass. Big hop. Murphy, quick up. Through Kapanen. Now reset for John Carlson. And the pressure alleviated. Minchikov. Too much on that one. That's a panicky play for Minchikov. And it's icing against the Anaheim Ducks, but the top line have been out there a lot, so Edmonton will change it up.
Both for a change over the Nugent-Hopkins line in this offensive zone face-off. And good sticks again by the Anaheim Ducks. Every time it looks like Edmonton's going to have a chance, it's the quick closing, the desperation, and they're making the defensive play to break it up.
Anaheim had just changed, so mostly fresh troops out there. Off the draw, down low for John Carlson. Up the right-hand side, not out just yet. John Carlson able to snag a loose puck. And a high floater through the wickets of Bouchard. Ekholm, not out. One-timer ripped right in the midsection of Connor Ingram by John Carlson. The score remains 3-1. Little posturing and gesticulating from Kreider and Ekholm. But the score, Anaheim 3, Edmonton 1. Vienna laying a little lumber, and the Ducks by a deuce trying to close this series out.
And for excitement to bring you tonight's EOC playoffs 50-50 raffle presented by Rogers. It still has a chance to get in on the 10 p.m. early bird draw. It's your chance to win $10,000 cash. Tickets now before the massive draw happens at 10 p.m.
And Rogers is Canada's home of hockey. As a proud partner fan of the Edmonton Oilers, Rogers is committed to bringing customers exclusive access to the very best in sports. And right now, Wild Country Rogers wants to reward you, the very best fans in the NHL. So they've got Rogers tubes with the loudest fans in the building. So let me hear you, Wild Country.
Postseason series. He hasn't been to the playoffs in a decade. The Ducks haven't been there in 8 years. Louis, for Edmonton to live in the next 28 minutes, what do you see as most important for the Oilers to start doing more of?
Just a little increase in the intensity. Start taking the body once again. When this team gets on the forecheck, they start bringing bodies. We'll see the Anaheim Ducks do that.
They need to push back in a big way. One-timer blasted wide by Harrison. Doing work in their own zone, freed up by Dickinson for Todd Emerson and Neil Hellison. Scrambling for puck possession. Back trying to lift it in. I think it caught the groove glass and back into Edmonton bench. So neutral zone draw coming with 7 out to go in period 2.
And be okay with putting the puck in behind and going and getting it. Give it up to Goodnight to get in a better position, get a hit out, and then after that, the byproduct of that has to be get more shots from it. As you mentioned earlier, definitely 11 shots for the Edmonton Oilers. They outshot the Anaheim Ducks in games 1 and 2. Going to win out of one of those 2 games. They've been outshot the last 3 and by a healthy margin. They need to get that puck to that little more often. Here's
There's a change to the best line in the series for either club. That's the Draisaitl line with Campbell and Podkolzin as the swingers. Statistically, they've outscored the Ducks 5-0 and outshot them 34-16 with these three on the ice. Let's see whether this line can change the complexion of Game 6. Ian Moore did not get it in. A mistake, but Draisaitl has it picked off at center. Good recovery, and hammered in by Minchikov on net. Ingram puts it off the glass, but Podkolzin reverses behind his own net, but Bowman doesn't have a stick.
It's right in front of me with the lead in the neutral zone.
Watching. Crowding. Draisaitl trying to rake it out of there. Finally does. Terry got it. Pit step shot off the goal post. Here's another shot by Minchikov and a save by Ingram. And Vienna missed it. A 4-1 lead by Anaheim.
No, 4-1 lead. I think the Oilers are going to score with a 3-2. 3-2
He catches Emerson, pays the price to get that puck deep. This is the shot from the slot off the bar. Just a quick release. And all that interaction, it was Roman that doesn't have the stick down low in the corner. As a result, the Anaheim Ducks are able to come up with that puck and another good chance.
Darnell Nurse off the draw, able to swing it off the boards. McCall pushed it over to Jacob Truman. Now Leo Carlson hitting the line. Putting it in from the right-hand side. Smacked around the boards. McCall back down low. Anaheim to some degree in unfamiliar territory. 29 of their 46 wins this year have been off the comeback variety. They have not trailed in this game. And they find a way to polish the series off with a lead. Shot by Trouba sent wide. Kreider around the boards, Roslovic. Stepping up, maintaining his own Seneca. Brilliant move outside, trying to center, and that was clipped off the blocker of Ingram on a deflection, I believe. And now you've got McDavid and Roslovic churning across the line. Here's trying to shovel it back to McDavid. That was intercepted. Jackson McCall. Seneca gathers. Makes a move. Hard to the net. Quick snapshot off the pads of Ingram, hugging that post to protect. And now Nurse with 5.5 to go. But the Ducks have had the better chances the last 4 or 5 minutes. Granlund to Killorn. Anaheim leading 3-1 in this game. 3-2 in the series. Granlund wrapped up. Twice in its history, Edmonton has rallied from 3 games to 1 down to win it best of 7. 1990 and 1998. Big hit on Allison by Colton Dock, rather. Now I'm doing it. Colton Dock back on the puck. Quick shot short side. Sam May goes down. Rebound to Killorn. And he'll toss it out of there with just enough touch not to draw icing. Sent around the boards. Colton Dock hit hard by Palin. Murphy. Up to Edcourt. McTavish bothering him. Hines, a turnover in the neutral zone. Flip back in. John Carlson hustles back to pick it up for Anaheim. Podkolzin cuts it off. Now Kapanen on his backhand. One-timer Emerson. That was blocked by Palin. Rebound Draisaitl. Gives it up. Emerson shoots again. Double deflection. Collected and cleared. Too far for Goji and Emerson. The presence of mind to get back and draw icing. And now you've got 3 Anaheim players who've been out there north of a minute.
2 shifts in a row, a solid hit and a forecheck has turned the puck over for Edmonton. It's creating chances. Here's the double forecheck boom. It's happening in. It turns the puck over on Carlson. Leads to this chance. The shot from the blue line with heavy traffic bubbles around. And a good jam at it by Podkolzin right in front of the net. Presence in front. Good save by Dostal. He had to extend with the left hand.
Draisaitl, McDavid, Podkolzin out there. Off the face-off, Bouchard and Wollman trade the puck. Wollman. Bouchard. Draisaitl one-timer and that stayed out. Hard rim off the boards. After the second Wollman. Anaheim will try to change. It's a long change in the second period. McDavid will try to take advantage. Podkolzin to Draisaitl.
That's a terrific throw Edmonton's feeling a little bit here with some chances in succession. Nice passing here as they move it around one when the puck goes it. For the one-timer goes down. Two stalls right there to beat it.
Fans, make sure to stay locked in with everything happening in Oilers this postseason by following the official Instagram of the Orange and Blue Ice Crew. This is your page for exclusive game day content and fan giveaways. Follow them now on Instagram at Oilers OBIC.
In this series, know the reaction of some people in the hockey world when he was named to the U.S. Olympic team as an injury replacement was Jackson Wu. Now he's serving notice he's a franchise defenseman. He was a steal as a second-round pick in 2019. Ducks signed him to the richest deal in franchise history last October. They knew what they had in the cold. The rest of the hockey world is finding out now, Jim.
He has been Anaheim's best player throughout the series. And he'll have to continue to be over the next 23 minutes because you know the Oilers will continue to push. Biel tried to sneak one inside and he was taken away. That's the boy lost the handle and was snapped back in immediately by Ian Moore. McDavid absorbs a hit from Biel. Down across, Woolman makes a move, tilts it down, and shot deflected out of play into the net.
Yes, Jackson Coleman, you know, he has had a terrific series. It's amazing what the playoffs do. It puts everybody in the forefront. Everybody's watching the biggest games in the year in the National Hockey League, and Jackson McCall is having himself a series. He's just a terrific defender. I know Kevin's talking about his skating ability. He's going head-to-head with Connor McDavid. These are the games in Anaheim where they have that hard match, and he's been able to track, to score, and deny so many times, but also open up for the offense as well. He's played that complete game. The number one defenseman.
Taking in, Nugent Hopkins, Hyman flips it back, Nurse a shot right on. And the Ducks managed to clear the corner, kept the line for Murphy. Across the Nurse, a brief juggle, and then sent right back down on the Duck. Edmonton's depth, trying to create something here. Slugged back down the second time. Carlson didn't get it out. Nurse got a little Hyman Duck, who's been elevated and deservedly so. Harper and Carlson, good keep again by Nurse. A third time he's held his own. Fishing after it. Ducks can't muscle out. Trickles free again. Now Bailey will have a chance and he saucers it back to center. Nurse wires it back in for Edmonton. Tell you what, Colton Block is really making a case for himself moving forward. Taylor lunging, kicked to the line. Roughing on it, Troy Terry. Might have been bothered by Kapanen. Leo Carlson up top, Lacoma drive, save Ingram. And a clean look at it. Ekholm will pick it up. 2 minutes to play in the second period. Still 3-1 Islanders, but no goals scored in this second period. Palin, Kreider, and Gauthier in the first for Anaheim, answered by only Connor Murphy. Emerson, Draisaitl had it knifed off his stick. Now you've got Podkolzin and Kapanen pouring in. Podkolzin backhands one into the corner. Trouba first on the puck, hard ran, and that go off Ekholm
second here. Not much room. This is a little wristed by Darnell Nurse, and this is all it takes when there's traffic in front. Just get it to the net. It's a little zipper that finds its way through. That puck bobbles around Wyatt, gets right through into Dostal. Has to make that save, just a positional one, and watch this puck up for grabs a few times. Good defending to push that one to the corner. Here's Paley with a great drive, and that puck just a little bit up on edge. His captain maybe interfered too, and looked like Terry was going to have a terrific chance on the far side of that good effort by Paley.
And David between two right-handed shots, and Rosovic and Hyman. Rosovic won a battle.
A good goal. I think it's a good goal. Huh? Wait, it's gonna be a good goal.
He comes sliding in front of the goalie and kicking it in.
Oilers might have something here.
Hyman disallowed.
Hyman, Rosovic, and McDavid. Off the draw, Lacombe, over to Truba, into the feet of Moore, and then flipped in by Walsh as we come up on a minute 20 to go. In the second period, Oilers still down 2. Here's McDavid, goes the speed out wide. Ducks force him to try to give it up. Is that held in? No, Roman can't do it. Punch forward, Rosovic, Roman, and now Boucher. Rosovic wants the puck, a lot of room. 2 neutrals and 1.
That's what it was done in the second period.
Carlson able to break it up, intended for Hyman. And shoveled out by Lacombe. Bouchard trying to move it. Stripped by Leo Carlson. He'll dash. Richards.
4-1 Anaheim! Who scored a goal? Who scored? Hey, who scored a goal? Terry. Score Terry. 4-1 Anaheim. Yeah, the Oilers are going to close out the series, the season, 88 games.
Edmonton trying to get one back before the break. They'll be their best line of the series. Drysdale, Carlson, and Captain. Carlson well defended as he attacks the Anaheim line. Big hit on floor by Murphy. Trace the puck. Granlund jamming in it. Murphy with 15 seconds. Hits Gary.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. That will run off the board. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Minutes away from the major upset, leading the series 3 games to 2. And up 4-1.
4-1 for the Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks are going to win this series 4 games to 2. Right, Papa? I think I'm cheering for the Ducks.
Transitional play once again as Troy Terry zips one home on the 2-on-1 to make it a 4-1 lead instead of 3-1. That was a huge goal to end the second.
Jack Michael Morgenbus will final call for the third period of final one, the final part on Sportsnet. It will be another part of the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's Game 6 on the World Watch Party.
The score after 2 periods of play, the Anaheim Ducks scored. The Edmonton Oilers 1 shot on goal. In the second period, the Ducks 15 for 26 for the Oilers 10 for 17. The Oilers social presented by Rogers. Scan the QR code on the screen. Upload your photo directly. You're on the video board during tonight's game.
We're back on the second period. Okay. You're welcome, Papa. We're back. Great to have you and me at the watch party for the first time. Yeah, we've been to the watch party with Mom and Grandma 2 years ago, right? Yeah, Game 5 against the Canucks. Set for the second period. 3-1 Ducks lead.
The Ducks legend, 15 years here and a Stanley Cup. And I know, Timo, you struggled through the rebuild like everybody else did. Look at this team now. What do you think of these young Ducks?
You know what? We are so excited about this team. They're young, they're fast, they're skilled. And 8 years we're struggling, but now, I think this team is going to be a long time. When those guys, when they go up together, ups and downs, and when they peak same time, I think we're going to have a good chance to win another cup here.
It's going to be a tall order to protect this lead and finish off the Oilers tonight. How do the Ducks do it?
The Ducks has to be at least smarter. You know that they can score the goals, but they have to be a little bit better defensively, especially against McDavid and Draisaitl. But you know, this has been a great series, and I think the Ducks don't have so much experience, but they're playing
goes. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I remember in 2016 at the Outdoor Classic as part of the outdoor game in Winnipeg. You were 46, and you looked like you could step into the lineup of any NHL team. We fast forward 10 years. I understand you're going for knee replacement surgery tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 5 a.m., and I asked my doctor if I could come to the game, and he said no, because he can get your mind out of the surgery. So it's about time to fix my knee and be again finished fast.
Thanks, Timo. Good to see you.
Thank you. Happy retirement.
Jack and Louie with the call of the second period. Okay, of course, a front row seat for Timo Solana's fabulous 76-goal campaign in 92-93 as a member of the Winnipeg Jets. So the Oilers begin with a minute plus on the penalty kill, and it's an important one, trailing 3-1 already. Randall tried to feed the ball, and that was turned over and cleared by Murphy. Solid by Tyson, but the Anaheim Ducks Dickinson fired off as a ball. Murphy and Hurst, the penalty killing quartet to stop Hurst. He's still not capped up. He can be dangerous. John Carlson tracking it. Leads the Oilers with 4 goals in this series. Taken off the ball. He'll come off the ice. Savoy and Szymanski now the forwards. Chipped up. Leo Carlson whistles one just by. Rebound settled by Granlund. Power play down to 20 seconds. Lacombe reverse. Gets it back from Granlund. The second time to Granlund. Down low. Inside. Carlson lost the handle. Szymanski will take advantage and clear. And that should pretty much do it for the Anaheim power play. The Oilers
Absolutely, and they killed the first rush right on the line. His eyes picked off by Kapanen. They didn't spend a whole lot of time on that last sequence down around the shot to get through.
Washing with McDavid and Draisaitl fresh onto the ice after that penalty kill. They'll come up ice. Draisaitl hits Bouchard. Plays onside. Bouchard sandwiched and belted to the ice. A clear for Trouba up towards center. Cut off by Ekholm and waved in. Trouba back together with Hyman bearing down on him. As Hyman out there with McDavid and Draisaitl off the successful kill. Punched it in. Allen catches up to it. Circles and then got knocked off balance. Couldn't make a play. Trouba hesitates. Back to Allen. To the middle of the ice. Waiting, shooting, and Granlund missed. Up high. Rebound curled back to Trouba. On to Jackson Lacombe. His shot. Drive-by screen to save Ingram. And a rebound eventually. Collected by Granlund, who will funnel it back down low for Seneca. Puts the brakes on against Draisaitl. Seneca sausage across. Lacombe shoots. They save it Ingram.
They're slowing down by Ingram. That was the fourth line again for the Anaheim Ducks up against the loaded line for Edmonton after a good penalty kill. Here's the nice pass across to Carlson. He leads everybody in shots in this series. Misses that one wide off the rush. And then Granlund, that's the change on the fly. First line off, second line on, and Granlund, who's had a hot series, just misses that one as well, going across the grain.
Would it be too much of a stretch to say if Anaheim's able to close out this series, that the play
The
of
Oilers
Washington
are gonna force Game 7.
against Edmonton's top unit?
Gigantic. It's been incredible. I mean, again, in Game 6, they're going with their line up against the loaded line for Edmonton to start things off right after a penalty kill. That's who was on the ice.
Carlson's shot redirected up over the plexi and out of play.
And for Joel Quenneville said, listen, we're going to keep that matchup going in this game number 6, but it's going to be not just them. It's going to be by committee. And you saw it was a short shift. They hemmed in the top line in the offensive zone, and quickly the second line gets on the ice and create that chance. Brown was the one that had in the slot. So they've been excellent on their changes. They've been excellent on their matchups, and that's the one for me that I think has maybe had the biggest impact in this series. Is the play of the fourth line of the Anaheim Ducks.
This has been the best period for Anaheim in the series. Of course, he said the same thing about Edmonton in the first, and the Ducks flipped the script. The Oilers will try to do the same in the second period, where they've been outscored 10-5 in the series to this point. A shot block up top. Dickinson will reel it in from Savoy. Coming over was Hellison. Dickinson trying to power his way to the front. Turned over for to 4 goals for each of those players, and they both scored tonight. Bowman up the left-hand side for Rossovic, he'll backhand it in. Connor Murphy has the only Edmonton goal. McComb lost the hand, trickled out in front. Dostal made sure that McComb had just got clipped in the face by Picolson. Got away with it, Edmonton. As the Ducks bang it in deep. Washy and Viel trying to go to work. Back home looking to escape from Picolson. Late pass too far for Hyman. Michikov dashes back, and it comes out in front. And they will call icing against Edmonton, as we tell you that when the makeup comes off, the pressure dialed up. Follow 8 performers as they take you behind the scenes of Cirque du Soleil. Cirque Life. Stream all episodes now on CBC Jump.
Jason Dickinson had a strong over here, takes a hard tumble into the boards, and I think for him, lucky that it wasn't feet first. We know he's dealing with a body injury, but spins and makes contact behind the net. Trying to get on the forecheck here and turn over pucks.
Big cheer goes up as they show Tamu Solani on the scoreboard. Face-off win for Brownlee. Here's a shot by Michikov, deflected high in the air, batted down by Edmonton. And then he got checked immediately by Brownlee. Paloma got in there to take possession. Brownlee will take it to the net. Backhands it up top, Michikov. Across John Carlson. In front, Connor. Diving save made by Ingram. That might have been his best stop of the night.
What a shot pass by John Carlson.
Seneca trying to tuck it inside, deflected.
Here's an effort. John Carlson called senior by George Grenville to start this series off. He's the early guy on the team. Nice shot pass right into Kalora, redirected right to a bad save by Connor Ingram to kick that to the corner. But he gets back, Carlson, that goes straight up the force when he's having to play this puck a little faster than he wants to. Goes to the backhand, and Dostal reads it the whole way. Nice save.
Game over at the deadline after 17 years with the Washington Capitals. Said once the family got settled, he became even more so. And he's been energized by this young talented group. Steal more, shot, save, Ingram, rebound, blocked by McDavid. More than that, a lot on that shot. Ingram still able to come up with a save, triples free, stepping in, making a move was Troy Terry. Shoots, and that one off the mask of Ingram. Terry, back to the goal. What stick handling from Troy Terry. Wrist shot blocked by Bouchard. He had 3 assists the other night, and Edmonton's 4-1 win in Game 5. McDavid hit. Bouchard up the middle. Little Carlson stuffed that man down. Troy Terry shoots. And a long drive by Terry took you into traffic to try to open up the angle. Here's Carlson, shot off the rush, and a stick save made on one by Dostal.
And the Anaheim Ducks again shutting down the top line of Edmonton. I mean, just having them in the defensive zone and forcing them to turn over pucks and create chances. And it happened again on this shift, too. Ingram has to come up with a couple great saves. We just saw the one on Kalora with the right hand. And Troy Terry tests him here. It's just a nice little play off the wall. Take a hit to make a play. And Terry uses a screen off the right shoulder. Cross screen right through the defender Nurse. And that's a good save by Ingram again to be in that position.
Shuffling the deck on the back end here. We've got Bowman and Murphy out there for Edmonton. Here's a shot blocked, rebound, Nugent Hopkins slugged one line. He's out there with Picolson and Hyman. Puck comes free, Woolman shuffling the point, double redirect. Just pushed one line. Nugent Hopkins trying to get it back to him. Wedged out safely by the Ducks. Big hop. And let's see, icing against Anaheim. Brown and Joe Quinville not too happy with that one.
Maybe didn't think the Woolman was trying too hard to get back to touch that puck, but it is icing. Will come back down one of the first shifts we've seen in a while where Edmonton's been able to hem in the Anaheim Ducks, and that's where they've had success in the series. Off the cycle, working down low, below the hash marks, getting the presence in front. Critical face-off here.
And another face-off win for Edmonton. And Pollock, well, that's the line. That's a costly offside call. Because the Ducks line have been out there more than a minute 10. Zach Hyman with Edmonton's first shot of the period. Backhand partial break. And they'll stall for the answer.
Fans, now is your chance to get 4 months of Oilers Plus for just $4. Take advantage of this exclusive watch party offer and stay locked in on everything this postseason, including playoff pass episodes following each game, the latest episodes of The Drop, and behind-the-scenes content. Become a subscriber tonight for just $4 with promo code WATCH26.
Let's go! Hey! Oh! 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 Let's go! And I am still leading 3-1. The Ducks will try, we'll look for a will for the second round. And the Oilers will try to look for game 7. Let's go! Hey! Oh! Let's go! Hey! Oh! Let's go! The big lead now, Mike. Good screen, Bob.
Line's been a force in this series, made up of 3 underdogs, 2 of them undrafted. The third guy, drafted as a defenseman, that's Ian Moore. Jeff Yallis slogged it out through the minors for 7 or 8 years and has 2 goals in this series. And Tim Washing is a rookie from Western Michigan who spent half the season in the AHL. Not exactly impressive hockey pedigrees, but that hasn't mattered to Joel Quenneville, shown no reluctance to play that line against Connor McDavid and in any other situation. As a result,
Defense!
two-time defending Western Conference champion Edmonton. But the biggest thing that the series, John, is not necessarily the production. It's the allowance that it gives Joel Quenneville to match up the other 3 lines. It's incredible. They've been neutralizing the top line almost every time they're on the ice. Dickinson and Murphy, that rocket, climbed up on the glass, can be held in by Darnell Nurse. Dickinson, behind the net, tried to knife one in front, broken up and cleared by the Ducks. And now the race for the puck. Coaches on it, he's in, shoots, save, and rebound. Could not get it across to a wide open McTavish. McTavish back on the puck, but Anaheim has outshot Edmonton 17-9, and we're almost at the halfway point of this hockey game.
They need more shots, they need more of a presence in front of Lucas Goston. They have to have the puck first right now, and they just haven't had it for that much time in this period. It's been Anaheim that's been able to break out pretty cleanly.
Seneca whistles one right at Colorado. Who set up Edmonton's only goal with help from Szymanski. Connor Murphy able to finish it off. That's the only shot that's gone in against those Ducks. There's Cologne with Seneca hitting to that corner. Shot denied by Ingram. Who knows he can ill afford to give up the 4th here as we approach the midway point of the game.
Yeah, Anaheim not sitting back. We've seen in this series at times. They've given up a 2-goal lead in this series as well. And Edmonton's given up a 2-goal lead a couple of times. So the leads are, not easy to hold on to with the way these 2 teams play. But for Anaheim, this is a great little drive to the net by the veteran Alex Cologne and a good save by Ingram. They're keeping the power to the metal. They are not backing up. They're looking to challenge, they're looking to get the next one. That's a big difference from what we've seen in the series. They may be set back a little bit too often when they have had to lead at times. And Edmonton's been able to pull back. They've given up the lead 3 times, the Ducks.
Is this delayed game or they got take off glass? You probably have a better view. They're signaling it did go off the glass.
Well, of course, every Anaheim player pointed over the glass.
Having a good time, my little man?
Yes!
They're going to say it went directly over both the legs.
The Oilers are trailing 3-1.
Here, off that quick stick by Chris Kreider, a good pickup by the
This is the second period, right?
Takes it out at center. Hines pass break. Nicholson did get it in, and now Hines with Nicholson going down. Really crossing. Chris Kreider. His short side. That rebound climbers off the corner boards and all the way back inside the Anaheim line. Retrieved by Hines. Swept around to Kreider. Did he get his skate on it? He did not. And it turns into an icing call against the Ducks. A bit of a mistake there. A new threat hiding in plain sight. And it's up to Fitz and Arch to reveal the truth. No matter the cost, St. Pierre. All episodes available to stream now on CBCJ.
Offensive zone face-off, and the top line on the ice for Edmonton, third period defense on the ice for the Anaheim Ducks.
Lashley and McDavid really bulldogging each other, and then Kapanen went down to one knee and turned it over. Troy Terry at center, they'll give it to him, and Lashley goes in on the forecheck as the Ducks swap out that third pair, as we talked about picking him. It's on the ripped wide by Ian Moore. Lacombe up top, drive, Trevor, block for save, Edwin. Lacombe, Trevor, brief bubble, did hold the zone, sit it down low, but Bouchard there, bust up the cycle, and now Kapanen along to Ekholm. Dribble comes over to lay the bottom. In deep, Lacombe with Draisaitl draped all over him. Kapanen got inside, and now Ekholm creates a turnover. Draisaitl from behind the net trying to bank it off the Ducks. And that comes free. Ian Moore from center ice, and he'll rocket one off the glass. Almost hit the official. Came loose in the corner. Bouchard, what a dart to Draisaitl to True the back. Dribble, solid defense, McDavid had it back to
Come on.
Jake Bowman put it back on the stick of McDavid, immediately double team. Lacombe pausing, trying to make a play. McTavish could not get it out. Roman dog up the right side. Dribble, that backed off the glass. Oilers trying to catch the Ducks in transition. And they had it still on the cover.
Oh! What a save. Call that icing.
I'll tell you, it's right in here. It's hard to hear anything happen. This is the big hit by him. He's been physical all series. Catches Draisaitl coming out of the corner. You don't catch him like that too many times. And this is a chance afterwards. All the traffic in front of England. The shot, here's a nice forecheck by Rosser that he finds Savoy takes a punishing hit from Truba for his chance. But he gets that shot away and a good save goes down.
30 minutes to live for the Edmonton Oilers. Nugent Hopkins wins the face-off shot. And trickles just wide on the redirect. Lacombe to Gauthier. Whacked down by Hyman. And then around Gauthier. Truba comes over. Hyman's keeps possession. Guides it back to Bouchard. And now Edmonton playing in Anaheim zone again here. Nicholson and Hyman. Nugent Hopkins.
Yeah, we're going to make it to game 7.
Maintaining possession. Serving it up. Bouchard lets it fly. That was blocked. Ducks with a chance to clear, and they do. Get it back to center. Bouchard, a reset for Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard, stutter stepping his way in and tried to send it in deep, but that was not happening. Lacombe and McTavish forced Edmonton back. Bowman and Bouchard on the ice together. The Oilers get a quick change. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Kapanen right back out there. Kapanen in on the forecheck. Hard run knocked down by Draisaitl. That big hit. On second effort by the Ducks. Back through the neutral zone. McDavid able to pull out. Get it to Draisaitl. Tried to slow that one off the skate. Wilson flicked it off the glass. Big hop. Murphy. Quick up. Drew Kapanen. Now reset for John Carlson, and the pressure alleviated. Minchikov, too much on that one. That's a panicky play for Minchikov. And it's icing against the Anaheim Ducks, but the top line have been out there a while, so Edmonton will change it up.
Move for a change of the Nugent-Hopkins line in this offensive zone face-off. And good sticks again by the Anaheim Ducks. Every time it looks like Edmonton's going to have a chance, it's the quick closing, the desperation, and they're making the defensive play to break it up.
Anaheim had just changed, so mostly fresh troops out there. Off the draw, down low for John Carlson. Off the right-hand side, not out just yet. John Carlson able to snag a loose puck, and a high floater through the wickets of Bouchard. Ekholm, not out. One-timer ripped right in the midsection of Connor Ingram by John Carlson. The score remains 3-1. A little posturing and gesticulating from Kreider and Ekholm. But the score, Anaheim 3, Edmonton 1. Vienna laying a little lumber, and the Ducks by a deuce trying to close this series out.
And we're excited to bring you tonight's EOC Playoffs 50-50 raffle presented by Rogers. It still has a chance to get in with 10 p.m. early bird draw. It's your chance to win $10,000 cash. Tickets now before the massive draw happens at 10 p.m.
Fans of Rogers is Canada's home of hockey. As a proud partner and fan of the Edmonton Oilers, Rogers is committed to bringing customers exclusive access to the very best in sports. And right now, while country, Rogers wants to reward you, the very best fans in the NHL. So they've got Rogers Tubes with the loudest fans in the building. So let me hear you, Oil Country.
Postseason series. He hasn't been to the playoffs in a decade. The Ducks haven't been there in 8 years. Louis, for Edmonton to live in the next 28 minutes, what do you see as most important for the Oilers to start doing more of?
Just a little increase in the intensity. Start taking the body once again. When this team gets on the forecheck, they start dragging bodies. We'll see the Anaheim Ducks do it. They need to push back in a big way.
One-timer blasted by Hellison. Doing work in their own zone, freed up by Dickinson for time or so. Now Hellison scrambling for puck possession. Back trying to lift it in. I think it caught the crew glass and back on the Edmonton bench. So neutral zone draw coming with 7.5 to go in period 2.
And be okay with putting the puck in behind and going and getting it. Give it up to Goodnight to get in a better position, get a hit in, and then after that, the byproduct of that, that's going to get more shots from it. As you mentioned earlier, definitely 11 shots for the Edmonton Oilers. They outshot the Anaheim Ducks in games 1 and 2. Going to win out of one of those 2 games. They've been outshot the last 3 and by a healthy margin. They need to get that puck to the level more often.
Here's a change to the best line in the series for either club. That's the Draisaitl line with Kapanen, Podkolzin as the swingers. Statistically, they've outscored the Ducks 5-0 and outshot them 34-16 with these 4 on the ice. Let's see whether this line can change the complexion of Game 6. Ian Moore did not get it in. A mistake, but Draisaitl has it picked off at center. Good recovery, and hammered in by Minchikov on net. Ingram puts it up the glass, but Podkolzin reverses behind his own net, and Bowman doesn't have a stick.
It's right in front of me in the neutral zone.
Watching, crowding, Draisaitl trying to rake it out of there. Finally does. Terry got it. Big step shot off the goal post. Here's another shot by Magic off a save by Ingram. And Viano missed getting it in a 4-1 lead by Anaheim.
No, 4-1 lead. I think the Oilers are going to score with a 3-2. 3-2 lead.
Catches Emerson, pays the price to get that puck deep. This is the shot for the slot off the bar. Just a quick release. And all that interaction, it was Roman that doesn't have the stick down low in the corner. As a result, the Anaheim Ducks are able to come up with that puck and another good chance.
Darnell Nurse off the draw, able to swing it off the boards. McCall pushed it over to Jacob Trudeau. Now Leo Carlson in the line. Putting it in from the right-hand side. Smacked around the boards. McCall back down low. Anaheim, to some degree, in unfamiliar territory. 29 of their 46 wins this year have been of the comeback variety. They have not trailed in this game. And they find a way to polish the series off with a lead. Shot by Trouba sent wide. Kreider around the boards, Roslovic. Stepping up, maintaining the zone. Seneca. Brilliant move outside, trying to center, and that was clipped off the blocker of Ingram on a deflection, I believe. And now you've got McDavid and Roslovic churning across the line. Nurse trying to shovel it back to McDavid. That was intercepted. Jackson McCall. Seneca gathers. Makes the move. Hard to the net. Quick snapshot off the pads of Ingram, hugging that post to protect. And now Nurse with 5.5 to go, but the Ducks have had the better chances the last 4 or 5 minutes. Granlund to Killorn. Anaheim leading 3-1 in this game, 3-2 in the series. Granlund wrapped up. Twice in its history, Edmonton has rallied from 3 games to 1 down to win it best of 7. 1990 and 1998. Big hit on Allison by Colton Dock, rather. Now I'm doing it. Colton Dock back on the puck. Quick shot short side. Sam May goes stop. Rebound to Killorn. And he'll toss it out of there with just enough touch not to draw icing. Sent around the boards. Colton Dock hit hard by Palin. Murphy. Up to Ekholm. McTavish bothering him. Hines, a turnover in the neutral zone. Flip back in. John Carlson hustles back to pick it up for Anaheim. But Colson cuts it off. Now Kapanen on his backhand. One-timer Emerson. That was blocked by Palin. Rebound Drysdale. Gives it up. Emerson shoots again. Deflection. Collected and cleared. Too far for Goche and Emerson. The presence of mind to get back and draw icing. And now you've got 3 Anaheim players who've been out there north of a minute.
Two shots in a row, a solid hit on the forecheck has turned the puck over for Edmonton. It's creating chances. Here's the double forecheck boom. It's happening in. It turns the puck over on Carlson. Leads to this chance. The shot from the blue line with heavy traffic bubbles around. And a good jam at it by Puck Colson right in front of the net. Presence in front. Good save by Dostal. He had to extend with the left pad.
Drysdale McDavid, but Colson out there. Off the face-off, Bouchard and Woolman trade the puck. Woolman, Bouchard, Drysdale one-timer, and that stayed out. Hard run off the boards. And that double step Woolman. Anaheim will try to change. It's a long change in the second period. McDavid will try to take advantage. But Colson to Drysdale.
That's a terrific save. Edmonton's feeling a little bit here with some chances in succession. Nice passing here as they move it around. Wallman to Puck Colson. Put a one-timer goes down. 2 stalls right there to beat it.
Fans, make sure to stay locked in with everything happening in Oil Country this postseason by following the official Instagram of the Allergic Ice Crew. This is your page for exclusive game day content and fan giveaways. Follow them now on Instagram at Oilers OBIC.
reaction of some people in the hockey world when he was named to the U.S. Olympic team as an injury replacement was Jackson Wu. Now he's serving notice he's a franchise defenseman. He was a steal as a second-round pick in 2019. Ducks signed him to the richest deal in franchise history last October. They knew what they had in the pool. The rest of the hockey world is finding out now, Joe.
He has been Anaheim's best player throughout the series. And he'll have to continue to be over the next 23 minutes because you know the Oilers will continue to push. Biel tried to sneak one inside and he was taken away. That's the boy, lost the handle and was snapped back in immediately by Ian Moore. McDavid absorbs a hit from Biel. Down across, Woolman makes a move, tilted down and shot deflected out of play into the net.
Guess who? Jackson McCallum. You know, he has had a terrific series. It's amazing what the playoffs do. It puts everybody in the forefront. Everybody's watching the biggest games in the National Hockey League, and Jackson McCallum is having himself a series. He's just a terrific defender. I know Kevin's talking about his skating ability. He's going head-to-head with Connor McDavid. These are the games in Anaheim where they have that hard match, and he's been able to track, disturb, and deny so many times, but also open up for the offense as well. He's played that complete game. The number one defenseman.
Taking in Nugent Hopkins, Hyman flips it back. Nurse a shot right and the Ducks managed to clear the corner. Kept the line for Murphy. Across the nurse, a brief juggle, and then sent right back down the Duck. Edmonton's depth. Trying to create something here. Slugged back down the second time. Carlson didn't get it out. Nurse down low. Hyman hard in the hole. Duck, who's been elevated and deservedly so. Hard-run Carlson. Good keep up down by Nurse. A third time he's held his own. Fishing after it. Ducks can't muscle out. Trickles free again. Now Bailey will have a chance and he saucers it back to center. Nurse wires it back in for Edmonton. Tell you what, Colton Dog really making a case for himself moving forward. Taylor lunging, kicked it away. Oh, roughing on it. Troy Terry had to be bothered by Kapanen. Leo Carlson up top. Lacoma drive. Save Ingram. Had a clean look at it. Ekholm will pick it up. 2 minutes to play in the second period. Still 3-1 Islanders, but no goals scored in this second period. Palin, Kreider, and Gauthier in the first for Anaheim, answered by only Connor Murphy. Emerson, Draisaitl had it knifed off his stick. Now you've got Podkolzin and Kapanen pouring in. Podkolzin backhands one into the corner. Trouba first on the puck, hard ran, and did that go off Ekholm without a play? I think it did.
Boy, tight jacket here. Not much room. This is a little risker by Darnell Nurse, and this is all it takes when there's traffic in front. Just get it to the net. It's a little zipper that finds its way through. That puck bobble around Locke gets right through into Dostal. Has to make that save. Just a positional one and locks this puck up for grabs a few times. Good defending to push that one to the corner. Here's Palin with a great dive, and that puck just a little bit up on edge. His captain maybe interfered too, and looked like Terry was going to have a terrific chance on the far side of that good effort by Palin.
McDavid between two right-handed shots, and Roslovic and Hyman. Roslovic won a battle.
A good goal. I think it's a good goal. Huh? Wait, it's gonna be a good goal.
He kicked it out. He comes sliding in front of the goalie and kicks it in.
Oilers might have something here. They're going to stick with
disallowed.
Hyman, Rosovic, and McDavid. Off the draw, Lacombe, over to Truba, into the feet of Moore, and then flipped in by Walsh as we come up on a minute 20 to go. In the second period, Oilers still down 2. Here's McDavid, goes the speed out wide. Ducks force him to try to give it up. Is that held in? No, Roman can't do it. Punch forward, Rosovic, Roman, and now Boucher. Rosovic wants the puck, a lot of room. 2 neutral, some lead.
Last minute of film in the second period.
Carlson able to break it up, intended for Hyman. And shoveled out by Lacombe. Bouchard trying to move it. Stripped by Leo Carlson. He'll dash. Richards.
4-1 Anaheim! Who scored? Who scored a goal? Who scored? Who scored a goal? Terry. Score Terry. 4-1 Anaheim. Yeah, the Oilers are going to close out the series this season. 88 games.
Edmonton trying to get one back before the break. They go to their best line of the series. Drysdale put Colson in captain. Colson well defended as he attacks the outlet line. Big hit and floored by Murphy. Race to the puck. Granlund jamming in it. Murphy with 15 seconds. Hits Gary.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. That will run off the board. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Minutes away from the major upset, leading the series 3 games to 2. And up 4-1.
4-1 for the Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks are going to win this series 4 games to 2. Alright, Papa. I think I'm turning to the Ducks.
Transitional play once again as Troy Terry zips one home on the 2-on-1 to make it a 4-1 lead instead of 3-1. That was a huge goal to end the second.
Jack Michael Moore, the bus will final call for the third period of final one, the final part on Sportsnet. It will be another part of the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's Game 6 on the Road Watch Party.
The score after 2 periods of play, the Anaheim Ducks score. The Edmonton Oilers 1 shot on goal. In the second period, the Ducks 15 for 2 period, 26 for the Oilers 10 for 2 period, 17.
Into a great series coming up as well. Disney comeback. Zach Hyman's ready for the World Cup. No goal. 4-1 Ducks on top.
Welcome back to the third period. This is Game 6 on the Road Game Watch Party. Will the Oilers come back before Game 7? this series for the Anaheim Ducks.
And the Oilers watch party. The Oilers will for Game 7, and the Ducks will try to will for the second round.
20 minutes away from eliminating the Oilers and moving on to round number 2. The Oilers playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers continues for round 1 with hockey's biggest jackpots. The main jackpot is currently over $6 million. The lowest jackpot is around $2.25 million. Get your tickets now anywhere in Alberta at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Well, the Ducks have a chance to do something tonight. They have done since 2017. That's crucial series at home. That clinching game is at the expense of the Oilers, as tonight's may be. Game 7, second round. After the Oilers have won Game 6 to send the series here for number 7. And Nick Ritchie with the winning goal, a 2-1 final. The reason for the drought, the Ducks missed the playoffs for 8 straight years. Before that, they were 11-4 in closing out series at home. 20 minutes away now from pushing it to 12-4. Again, at the expense of a 2-time and defending Western Conference champion. Oilers and Duck fans are on the edge of their seats in anticipation of their team bringing home this series clinching victory. Look to the Oilers in the third. Jack Crue with the call.
We're about to find out. Those clips from the last playoff series, the Ducks won. They went on to lift the Western Conference in 6 games that year. Swept out the first round of been the postseason since. Urging the Ducks to finish it off here in 20 minutes. With the draw, the Oilers look to attack. Here's McDavid. Miscommunication as to who was going to handle that puck, and a dump and play by Bill Stark. Paragraph up, right-hand side, Troy Terry, who scored the 4th goal late in the 2nd period. In case you're wondering, 3-goal comebacks in elimination games. The last 2, 2020, the Leafs against Columbus, and before that, the famous rally by San Jose against Vegas in 2019.
It is possible for Edmonton, they're going to have to get on it right away. A little scramble to start there, and that's just been the tight checking and quickness of this series. Pucks up for grabs, changed possession, I believe, 4 times in that one-little sequence.
Dressel puts it back to Capin, take it away, Terry up the center. Will keep it on his stick and rifle it around the boards. Franklin stepping up, Capin, a reverse little dart at Nurse. The Oilers 299th game the last 3 years. hockey as it caught up to Edmonton. John Carlson, not to take away anything from the Ducks. But you start to wonder about the accumulation. Little give and go. Drysdale backhands off the side of that rebound.
Captain and McDrive. Oilers 4-2, trailing. Making three. Vasily Park calls it 4-2.
Winners go! His third of the playoffs. Score number 2. Vasily Park.
We won 3. 3 goals. Let's go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! Go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! The Ducks leading 4-2, Papa. Vasily Park with the goal. From Captain and Drysdale.
Murphy's back to close out quickly. Drysdale fending off Cologne. And a check from Paley. Stymied at the Ducks line. Paley on the counter. Will pump it down low.
Will the Oilers make the comeback? I think Leon Draisaitl is going to score. Then the Ducks are leading 4-3 with 5 minutes in.
Nurse to Anderson, Paley on him. Proposing tireless. Forced to back off by Cologne. They'll hand to Jake Wollman. Edmonton's 20 minutes to live, down to 16. The Oilers have gotten one back. McCollum with Dink on it, up to Kreider. Weekly across, and Moore will fire it in. Jeff Vino rushes in on the forecheck, trying to create for Washington. The L stays with it. Puck eventually played to Szymanski by
Yes, Oilers are going to make the eventual comeback.
Fed Murphy for the game's first goal for Edmonton.
We're sure for one line. They haven't been out there only 3:30 and 3:32, I believe.
It's 3:32.
Go over and have a little energy, break things up.
Zenendi, McDavid high, and then rim off the glass.
They get 4-3.
Ultimately climbs on the play, face off a bit of Brady and
Brian Paley with a nice chance. It's a good drive wide of the backhand side by Gauthier. He gets it there. He just on a wrist. On this opportunity, I mean, it's right in the wheelhouse. Maybe a little bit of a step to it. The last second by Dickinson maybe disrupted him a little bit, but he came back to the bench and was not in a happy mood after that fine drive right by Gauthier.
Well, the Oilers push to Game 7.
Back out with McDavid. Tim Washy.
Yeah, I think they're no overtime.
his last year at Western Michigan. Ducks could have capitalized there with a clear off that draw. Now Trudeau turns, and this time draws it successfully back to the Edmonton line. Ekholm calls the handle, fired in by Moore, then hops over the stick of Ingram to Bouchard. 5 minutes gone by in the third. Bouchard dart that was tipped by Killorn goes stall to handle. He'll send it off the glass. That's held and flipped out by Seneca. Killorn reels it in, waits for help. Spins away from Hunt. Alex Killorn matched into by Matthias Ekholm. Up the right-hand side, sent in deep by Savoy. Dickinson keeps the legs moving. Round the board, Seneca with a...
Yes! Wait, this is gonna be a 4-3 goal! Game 7! Game 7! Game 7! Game 7!
Seneca, Killorn chipping and charging, stood up at the line by Bouchard. Killorn kept the line. Here's Carlson to Seneca. Gliding down low, protecting on his backhand. And now it's circled, big hit. Erasing that was Evan Bouchard, and now Hyman's away with the changing goal. Breaking toward the net down the right-hand side. One by Hyman, briefly, Seneca did not get out. But then Flores there to help out and jump it in deep with 12.5 left in regulation.
12.5 left.
When the Ducks really seemingly make a mistake, it's like one pops back up to help erase it.
Come on. This is 7 minutes of the third period. Come on, McDavid!
And they've been good on recoveries. You're right, Jack. They've been battling in second efforts, third efforts, but every time Edmonton, it seems, gets a puck to the net, it creates some chaos. So this is
I'm predicting Draisaitl to score in 8 minutes 30 seconds there.
Great save as Kapanen gets a pretty good backhand away on that bouncing puck. And it's the extension of the right pad by Dostal that kicks it away. But we said it. Get pucks to the net, have traffic. Good things have happened in this series for Edmonton when they do that. They'll need to do more in the third down by 2 score.
Draisaitl clean face-off, and then Nurse looking for the stick of Kapanen. Got it back to Murphy, on to Nurse, who's open. In front, deflected away from Draisaitl. Good read that time by Payne. Behind the interception up the left-hand side, squirts out of the slot for Cargoche. And he'll throw one toward the other net. Played the Nurse, Connor Ingram.
Just so good read by Jackson Cole once again. Just snuffs out that whole cycle with a quick little step into position.
Let's go!
And dishing off.
5 times.
Terry, looked like for a moment both teams weren't sure that puck stayed on the ice surface.
There was a few hands that went up and hit the bench.
Terry, Minchikov, that hesitation might have cost Anaheim a better scoring chance. Terry, checked by Emerson. The race is in. Nurse to Szymanski. Slid up to Kapanen. Ducks are able to bottle the Oilers up a little bit momentarily, and now Nurse will spin it through the neutral zone. Dostal wants icing, and he's going to get it. Nurse right in center.
And now a sports update from Bet99.
Every shot, goal, and storyline to life. Experience it your way. Download the Bet99 app.
Here's that drive 2-on-1 by Carlson. Likes to shoot this one. Tries to go. I think Ingram gets a little piece of that with the arm. Carlson's had some dandy chances in this series.
Might have kissed the top of the ball around to a line, too.
One of jostling between the benches is that icing call. A few Oilers jumped on the bench to try and buy some time and buy some slow things down, and the Anaheim bench was not too happy.
Harris has been out there more than a minute. Comes up with the draw.
Nurse is going to score.
And the Oilers follow it back in. Tyson Hines swings it over to Drew Hellison. Third pair out for Anaheim, jacked out by Seneca. And this is going to be an icing. And now Edmonton with an opportunity against that third pair. And Chris Lindroth wasting no time here. We'll get to that in a moment as the Canadians.
Montreal Canadiens.
Got another big win with a late goal in game
Big win for Montreal. Right, Papa?
Yeah, that's right.
Lightning Canadians, game 6. Hockey Central
Yeah,
Sports the Lions for
we're having fun.
And the game also can be seen on CBC. So
Montreal will get a big
it's
win
the David and Drysdale
in Game 6 in Tampa.
against the third pair of the Ducks.
Last time this happened was the Ducks that were able to gain control, get it out, get it down the ice, and get a good change. We'll see if Edmonton can try and end in this bunch on the ice
Lightning,
after an
and
icing.
they will move on to the second round against Dallas.
You've got
Minnesota.
Hines escaping. A high floater and a bounce that'll be fielded by Wallman. Indeed, Anaheim goes for the quick change. And a nice steal by Villa, but then he makes a mistake and takes an icing call he didn't need to.
Stream every play with
from
Rogers,
Rogers.
Canada's best and most reliable 5G plus network.
5G.
Rogers, we got you.
We got you. The Oilers will try to make a comeback.
That little shuffle. There's a nice play by Tyson Hines with the little all down of his own, and making a change.
Off the draw, Lacombe to Trudeau. A floater toward the blue line, and a good follow-up effort by Ed Moore against Boucher to make sure that puck exits. Once again, Anaheim's fourth line defending against McDavid and Drysdale. Pass up the middle, McDavid. Oh, interesting play by Dostal to keep it moving, and indeed, the Ducks get through. Both McDavid and Drysdale.
McDavid, I think McDavid can score.
Who then tried to
McDry is going to score. McDry. One McDry.
and did not give Malkin.
You fall on your wallet? Yeah, you do.
No, it's a power bank. It's a power bank.
You got your wallet?
The power bank. I don't have my wallet.
Huh?
I don't have my wallet.
You don't have it.
I think we left it in the car.
No, you brought it with you.
Oh, no wallet. Sorry. No.
Give it up.
I don't have my wallet.
You're supposed to have it because you put it in your pocket.
This is not my wallet. Is it the wallet?
I don't know.
It's like a wallet. No wallet.
Rogers Beyond the Scenes and
No
National Program
wallet.
delivering the best sports entertainment
No.
experiences to Rogers customers. Tonight you can win great prizes all game long, including a trip to the
Where
Stanley
is
Cup
the
Final.
wallet?
Scan the QR code down for your chance to win.
You're supposed to have a wallet.
Where is the wallet? We need to find Mom. No. The wallet is here. Wally.
With 3 minutes left in the second, connected on the man advantage to make it 3-2 Ducks. Oilers came into this series with the best power play in the game, running at 30%. The Ducks have turned the tables in their power play, 50% in this series, 8 for 16. Smaller sample size, I know, but impressive nonetheless.
Oilers still nearly 9 minutes to get to. John Oilers takes a peek, hands off to John Carlson. Sends it off the glass back towards center.
I need my wallet. The wallet disappeared.
Captain around the nurse. Oilers desperate here as we come up on 8 minutes to play. Nurse to Draisaitl. One-timer Murphy saved goes ball. Rebound. Hard up. And a clear punch forward by Ian Miller. Line change Anaheim. Save for Edmonton.
The bench guys having a hard time getting through bodies to their own bench.
The 242s came together. Captain and Washington.
Murphy and Fiala too. He kept pushing him right into his bench.
Bouchard dumps it in. Trouba takes a peek. Not a ton of pressure here. Lacoma high forward.
If the Oilers lost, maybe we lost the wallet.
Nugent Hopkins hit by Trouba. Turned and slapped the puck away from McDavid.
We have no wallet.
Fired in by Walnut. Dislodged to Nugent Hopkins. Tried to make a play toward the middle. Ducks played fairly well. Terry had a chance to get it out. Locates Trouba. Juggled that puck. Got enough on it to Kreider. And it's lifted back towards center. Slapped in by Edmonton. Trouba settles it down. Coming up on 7 minutes to play.
No, no,
Oilers
no,
shoveled
no,
back in.
no,
Lots
Wallace.
of it getting the
No,
job accomplished.
no,
Lacombe being tested
no.
by Savoy. Crowd screaming for a call. They're not even playing.
No, Wallace.
Also look up the left-hand side. Oilers thought perhaps a couple calls might have been missed earlier in this third period. Ducks feel the same as the puck is pinned behind the net.
No, no, Wallace.
Wasted. This obviously favors Anaheim as finally it squirts
He
free.
doesn't have his wallet.
Big hit at it.
No wallet.
And he'll keep it on his stick and take it in against Ekholm.
Wally!
Fights him into the boards. Dickinson forced free for a moment and cleared back to center. Sent over to John Carlson. He'll dump it
Wally.
back in for the Ducks. Haley. Beat Ingram to the puck. Rolls out in front. Shoots. Save Ingram. And he'll lunge and come up with it.
Hasn't seen many pucks in a while, and that's a pretty good save with bodies in front. Taylor, he gave him another chance. Here's the
I need my new wallet.
Murphy can't receptions, gets very shoved into his bench as they set.
I need my new wallet.
A little bit extra between Washington and Captain. That's the new offense.
Where's Wally?
And we are so excited for you tonight's EOCF playoffs 50-50 round presented by Rogers. Get your tickets for the season right now is worth $10,000. Now that current life-changing jackpot is sitting over $6.4 million. And it's still climbing. That draw will remain coming in the first round of the playoffs. But right now, time to announce the winning number of $10,000. The winning number is
Where's Mom?
Check those tickets if you're the lucky winner. Email 5050 at EdmontonOilers.com and claim your prize. And a big thank you to everyone who participated in support of the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation. All right, fans, one more chance to let the team feel all your energy in Anaheim. Get on your feet and make some noise.
Oilers make the comeback. Let's go. Come on, McDavid. McDavid trying to make a comeback. If the Oilers lost, we should have our lost wallet.
And it's 1-on-5, so he wisely just sends it along the end boards. We're down to 5.5 remaining in the third period.
5.5 remaining in the third period.
Just in case. Here's
Johnson. I think Draisaitl is gonna go. Right?
Sent around the boards, Roman. Under pressure, toss it up. And a clear. Ian Moore up through center. Jeff Fiala. The column spins. Fiala runs backhand.
Oh.
Quick up. McDavid. No icing. True. First on it for Anaheim. A lunging play by Rosso.
Shoot the puck.
Hyman goes to work. McDavid lost.
Come on, Zach Hyman. Score a goal.
And lifts it through the middle. Saka to the net.
What a play! Shoot the puck!
He's out there with Nugent Hopkins and Hyman. A deflected puck by Kreider.
Oh, deflected puck by Kreider. Oh, yes! Yes! He scores 3! What a save! 4:15 left to go! Hard rim! We have 4 minutes left to go before the 25-26 season is over. Stopped by Ingram. 3:57 to go. What a comeback save! He gets out. Back in Seneca. Will the Oilers survive a 5-4 comeback after the break? Papa. Let's go! Surely will the Edmonton Oilers try to make the comeback, and they will save Game 7 and save the wallet. 3:50 left to go in the 25-26 season. The crowds sell out tonight at Rogers Place. Oilers will try to make a 3-minute goal scoring rally. Papa, will the Oilers be an Oilers game rally from 4-2 down? Everybody clap along. Oilers, the Ducks lead 4-2 with 3:50 left to go. The Ducks are going to move on to the second round against Vegas. But this is the final chance of making the comeback. Leon Draisaitl. Evan Bouchard, I think he's going to score a goal. Game 6, part 2. Will the Oilers cancel the season? Third period, 3:30 left to go. Gets it through. It's great to have you and me back to the watch party for the first time in Game 5 of the 24-second round against the Ducks. Rebound! Anaheim is going to continue with 3 left to go in the third period. 3:50
15. A Western Conference champion Oilers will be in trouble. We'll be back in a moment after the second round. Shoot the puck, boys. And we have another stoppage of play. 3 minutes left in the period. Papa, I sound like if Jack Michaels had the final call in the 2024 Stanley Cup final. Did I sound like it? Yes, I did it. I sound like Jack Michaels. You see, that I sound like it. Come on! Shoot the puck, boys! 6 attacker out! Almost 3 minutes left in the season! Come on, Draisaitl! Tip it back! Here! Hey, come on, chance to clear! Yeah, I think my prediction is at 2009 seconds! Yes! 5-2 Anaheim!
Okay, well, let's go.
Oh, no, we're not finished. Sorry, we're not finished. I think we just have nothing left to do and finish. 2 minutes left in the books. The Oilers will end the story to end the Western Conference champion journey, and the Anaheim Ducks will have a turn of events to the second round. This game is not over.
Stand up so I can see if I can find your wallet.
Joe Quenneville trying to push the button. 5-2 Anaheim. 2 minutes left in the book. Leo Carlson. Come on, Roslovic. Capping its centers with 1 minute left. Dostal makes the save. A long-awaited comeback to lead in. The Ducks will save the day and head to game 1 of the second round at home. 90 seconds left. Fantastic comeback for Anaheim. A big comeback to save the game, and the Oilers will look for a series canceller. 1 minute left in the game. Where is Wally? Once again, less than 2 minutes left. Shooting and a save by Dostal. Come on, Matthias Ekholm. And now we'll push and a shove. Come on, arms go up in the building in Rogers Place. A road game watch party. Oh, no, we're not finished yet. We're heading for extra time. Sorry, Papa, I have to finish.
I gotta go to the bathroom, so you sit right here.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we're just doing the final minutes, the final part of the 25-26 Edmonton Oilers season. Near top left edge corner of the screen. Only 1 minute left in the game. Here comes the face-off. Draisaitl will try to make it victory. Hyman, Ekholm. The fans, the Anaheim Ducks fans, singing that
country song. Here's Bouchard. Bouchard centered. I think this is going to be a 5-3 goal. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Come on, Bouchard. McDavid centered. And the dude trying to shovel it in front. Oilers going to have trouble. The Ducks will try to move on to the second round. The bench. He won it twice. And for the first time in 8 years, they almost get into the second round.
Closing out this game, he's made some real good saves in tight.
What a great save by Dostal.
They started to put more pucks. There's been some bouncing ones into Dostal.
They bounced it off the Dostal.
A little bit of the screen.
Right out of the building. 5 goals scored for Anaheim. Oilers scored 2 only goals. Just 2 goals scored here in this game. 1 for Draisaitl. Connor Murphy in the first period. 1 minute left in the period before the game is finished. And for the first time ever, the Anaheim Ducks in their 2020s, in their new era, the Anaheim Ducks just trying to get this season rolling. A save by Dostal. They've rallied and Western Conference champion. This journey is over. This season is over. The Ducks win 5-2. That's your final. The Ducks complete the journey. 8 years. An 8-year drought. The series is over. The season is over for the Oilers. They'll move on to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. What a ride for the Edmonton Oilers. They're ready to go. The Ducks win 5-2. And they'll move on to the second round.
In his 2 prior seasons, leading the Oilers to the Stanley Cup final at 67-year-old.
Hey, Papa! Coming! Coming! I've gone too far! Up and coming challenger! 26 games! Come on, Papa! Come on! Come here!
And they upset the 2-time finalists, Edmonton Oilers, the last 2 years. A terrific effort by this young team.
Actually, I think we gotta go that way.
Yes, bro. You did, and then they saw it. They just like, I was like, oh, you didn't